Hi everyone, welcome Libby and Sophia again to the next episode of recording our low carbon drinking, Boxed Wine and Dine. We've each been sent a box of wine. We've spoken about it before, and we'll do a quick round of introductions and then talk about our wines. And then today's theme is unusual pairing. So let's see what we've all got to share as our unusual pairings. I'll go first just because I'm here and I'm talking. So I am Vidya Narasimhan. I'm a not just vegetarian on Instagram. I like pairing different foods with wine. I advise restaurants on wine lists. I do some interesting food and wine pairing. And I also host private events for wine tastings. Over to you, Sophia.
Hi, I'm Sophia Longhi. You can find me on Instagram at Skin and Pulp. I'm a freelance wine writer, and also I work with wineries and wine brands to create digital content.
Lovely.
I'm Libby Zietsman-Brodie. I'm an independent wine consultant with Bacchus & Brodie. I'm a little sip of me time on Instagram, and I'm City AM's wine columnist. And I have got this from the Bib Wine Company, Bag in Box Wine Company. Very chic, as we've discussed before.
Very.
And isn't it? And this is a Cheroble, I think, which is one of the lesser known Beaujolais cru. And it's absolutely gorgeous. It's really light, beautiful red fruits, a little bit of earthiness, wonderful acidity. So I love it. I love a playful Beaujolais.
Yes, I love both too. And I also love a Southern French rosé. So I've got the Bowl Grabber rosé. The grapes are grown in the Côte d'Azur, so we're really on the southern French coast. As you can see, it is a beautiful pale pink, kind of that salmon pink colour that we all love. And it is so aromatic and fruity, easy to drink, lots of lovely bright fruits. And I think it'll go with anything really, which is going to be quite interesting because we're going to talk about unusual pairings.
Yeah, exactly. So my wine is a box of Laylo. This box is a Slovenian wine, which is mostly Pinot Blanc with the touch of Ferment. Pinot Blanc is medium to medium high acidity. Ferment is high acidity. It says it pairs really well with crab linguine. Now, in another episode that we've already recorded, I did pair it with a prawn salad, but this time I have quite an unusual pairing. This is quite juicy and it has a long acidic finish, kind of grapefruity, very citrusy in general. And what I have to pair with this is, I'm Indian, as you know, and I'm South Indian. So I have these lemon rice noodles with, it's quite citrusy as well, with some coriander and curry leaves. And I have sauteed green beans, which is very simple. And I have like a yogurt raita, which has some crushed green chilies, coriander, curry leaves, and fenugreek and mustard. So it's quite, and even in this, as you can see, the yogurt is quite creamy. It's paired with the citrusy lemon noodles. And, you know, the cream and citrus combination works in all cuisines. And I'm going to pair both of those with this Slovenian Pinot Blanc. And I'm excited to see how it all works together. I have a feeling it'll work together.
That sounds delicious, Vidya. I want to come round.
Yeah, please, come on over.
So my pairing, I actually went rogue. Well, this is unusual pairings. With a big bowl of ice cream and topped with some sour liqueur cherries.
Wow.
I think people are kind of scared about pairing normal wines, like not dessert wines specifically, with sweet food. But it can be done, especially when you have something so light and fruity like this. And yeah, I think that people should just get experimental and not be afraid to just do things that'll suit your palate and not be like, oh, I have to get a sweet wine with dessert.
Yeah, that's a really interesting and quite challenging, it's an intriguing idea. I can't wait to see how it actually goes with these different textures. Basically, with a red wine, I would never normally have anything spicy because tannin in a red wine inflames the heat of sort of chili and stuff. But this is a very low tannin wine and it's really quite fruity. So what I've done is I've made a lamb and apricot tagine. So you've got those sort of spices, not really that much chili heat, but you've got those sort of spices, a bit of heat, and you've got that fruitiness of the stewed apricots, which I'm serving with some rice. And I just thought it'd be interesting to see how that would work. If you did want to have something, you know, a tagine or a curry, you could still have a red wine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So I did have my food, but I'm going to pour my glass of wine from this, and it's quite easy, isn't it? To pour it. That's it.
Easy. So I used to work in a wine bar and talk to customers about what they like. And sometimes they don't want sweet and sweet. Like it's a bit too thickly and cloying. So why this works is because you've got the sweet ice cream. I've got an acidic component, which is the sour cherries. But actually the wine just kind of cuts through that creaminess. It brings out the tanginess of the wine, which is quite refreshing actually. So I think it works really well.
Really good. And mine works really well as well, because the creaminess of the yogurt raita and the citrusy notes of the lemon noodles. You know, in some ways the cream contrasts with the Pinot Blanc, but the citrusy thing enhances the juiciness and the citrus in this wine as well. So it just kind of cleans the palate after the yogurt, but also it goes really well with the green beans and the lemon noodles. This unusual pairing works. Like you said.
Fantastic. I will definitely say that I would normally have a beer with something like a curry or a tagine.
Yeah.
But I can feel that there is some warmth being brought forth by the red wine, but it's at a comfortable level for me. And the fruitiness of this wine is actually going beautifully with those stewed apricots. And of course, red wine and lamb, that sort of lamb tagine, that's always going to go well. So I definitely say a lighter style red for this fruity tagine spice is a beautiful combination. And I think what's brilliant about this is that my one looks like it's dinner party ready, because it's so chic and it doesn't doesn't scream what all those you might think of boxed wine. And I think this is wonderful. And the fact that it can last for up to 6 weeks means that with all the different pairings that we've tried and with carrying on with this, it's just going to keep going. Though actually it's only 3 bottles, so
going for a couple of days. But no, I think actually all of us seem to have very versatile wines. And I think if you're going to keep going back to the box and kind of pairing it with different dishes, that's where they've really kind of succeeded, because they're wines that will go with a lot of cuisines.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, and we've done this a few times, right? Every time we bring up a different cuisine or a different pairing and different occasions, we've all spoken about multiple benefits, how it's easy to transport, easy to fit into the fridge and so on. But I really think the versatility that you mentioned, Sophia, is so critical when you have a larger format and you're not pressed to finish it in one day, and then you can have it over a period of time, or you could have it in one day with many guests.
Yes,
exactly. But the versatility of the format and the type of wine in the box is also so critical.
Yeah, and you can it allows you to be experimental, doesn't it? So you can explore unusual pairings and have some fun with it.
Lovely. Enjoy your meals with your wines. Thank you so much for joining today. Thank you.
You.
Cheers, ladies.